All right, so I had a lot of questions about this case, so I thought I would come back and do a quick video for it again. This is the Cosmic Orange from Casekoo, which I love the color of it. No, this is not the case that I use all the time, but I am going to come back and talk about it a little bit. Now, personally, I run with two other different cases. I like bulkier. I have the MyBat, and I do have a Tech Woven. This one's not quite as bulky, but it does have a bit more grip to it, and I just like the way it looks. All right, so some of the questions that I had about this one of them was, it was asking how flush this is on the back. So the ring is pretty flush. It is going to be pretty smooth. See if I can get that in there on the camera. Now, of course, you can feel it, but it is pretty flush with the case. Now, one of the other questions that I had was, how bulky is this? Because it looked bulky in the video, they said. Overall, this is actually one of the least bulky cases that I do have for this one, besides the Tech Woven, which is pretty similar on bulkiness. But this one really isn't that thick and bulky. Now, as for other questions, I had some questions about how's the grip. It looked like it would be slippery, especially if you have oily hands and stuff. Overall, the grip isn't actually that bad on here, actually. I don't slip. My fingers don't get all slippery. Let's see. I could actually intentionally make my fingers a little oily. And this is definitely going to be some extreme overkill. Now, of course, with really oily fingers, then yeah, this is going to be slippery, but I can still actually hold it even with WD-40 all over my fingers, which is pretty darn slick. Baby wipes. I think these clean just about everything. Now, this case does have a little feature on it, which does help a little bit with that grip. I don't know if I can see if I can get that in there. You'll see how it does like indent right there, and it does the same on this side. And what that does, it allows you to have a little bit more grip, so it's not as slippery. Now, some of the other questions were about fingerprints. Yeah, it's shiny, and you're going to get fingerprints just like everything else. And let's see if I can pull that up here. You'll be able to see possibly the fingerprints that I have on here. Compared to using like a darker case and a different type of material, yeah, it's going to be a little bit more of a fingerprint magnet. Now, for those who haven't watched the other video, so they didn't see anything else about this, I'll show you the bump when it comes to the camera. And this one doesn't have a full cutout. There is a spot here where it does help with a little bit of the protection back there. And this one has a pretty shallow port opening that's going to help with your dongles. That is one issue that I do have when it comes to like the MyBat case. It goes in pretty deep and it doesn't really work with the DJI mic adapter. You do have Bluetooth though. It does have the little kickstand here as well, which so you can use your verticals, and it's pretty stiff. It's going to hold it up pretty well. You could also use it for your horizontal, and this one's also 360 degrees rotatable, and you could use it to help hold on to your phone as well. So that's also going to help a little bit with that grip. Anyway, that's going to be my quick update with this case. Hopefully that answers a few of those questions that people have been asking quite a bit, actually. And overall, I think it's a really nice case. It does match your phone. Yes, you can see some fingerprints if you got oily fingers, and it can get a little slick if you have extremely oil fingers. I mean, I did use a little WD-40 for that one, so that's going to make anything slick. But overall, it's a pretty nice case. Looks really good. I really love the look of it, and they are pretty durable.